Alright, and we are back for round one. Our opponent has started off by mulliganing. Let's see what we can do here. I probably actually should mulligan because I have like no small cards whatsoever in this hand. And we're only running the 15 lands. Oh well, there you go. That's something. Cast for red. Go! 1/1, do something! Our opponent's in red-black. Oh, that's kind of funny since we're mono-red. Red. Take 1. Incremental damage at work. Play attributes. And he does something to play something. Cemetery Puka. Sure. Whatever. Well, so yeah, we had said something about lands at the beginning of this. I don't really remember what we said, but we'll figure it out, I suppose. As we're not swinging our 1/1 into his 1/2. You sit there. You sit there, sir. Murderous redcap? What? What? I could have used that murderous redcap, sir. That would have been much better in my deck. Well, shit. That's about all I have to say on the matter. Well, shit. I swear I had said something at some point about something and lands and how 15 wouldn't cause me any problems, but you know, I'm thinking right now, 15 is probably not a good idea, ever. But you never know. Hey, we got a 1/1 with first strike. Yup. Yup. Bogarts divide the world into 2 categories. Things you can eat, and things you have to chase down before you can eat. And chase down and pummel before you can eat. My apologies. I said that wrong. Well, it's another thing. Yep. We're just gonna sit behind a wall for strikers. He's like, nope, kill that thing. Yep. You know that puncture bolt that we passed in pack 1? Guess what? Guess what? Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. This is not going well. We're kind of here going, yeah, stuff, such, yeah. Draw me a card. Hey, we hit a 3rd land. Kind of wondering if we want to retrace it, but I think we just need this land for the land effect. You know, of being land. Yep. He's got a lot of land. And is just going to... Okay. That would explain some stuff. That's shit. Yeah. Shit. I think I probably am just dead, aren't I? Probably. I think my only hope is that if he attacks with that, and I hit it with fire will, maybe. And then I block, and I take 5 and go to 1, and that he doesn't have a basic burn spell or something to finish me off with. Sure, we'll discard this. Well, stuff, such, and stuff. Just for red, red, red. One target. Fire at will. Pop. Now, see, the problem is the only way I'm going to be able to kill that is with something with with concede the game. Because, yeah. Well, this was a bad card choice. This is definitely needed. And this is going to be a sucky first game for us because, well, as you can clearly see, our opponent is in our same colors and has better cards. Well, about that. Thinking that we just submit like this and take our beating. Yep. Okay, what do we got going on here? 2 lands, which is probably fine. It should be at least. Ember Strike Duo and Fists of the Demigod means that this thing becomes a 3/3 first strike wither guy that will, when it attacks for that turn, be a 4/4. That's actually fine. And we'll hold this back for when we can try to cast that. So we'll go with this. We'll roll it out, see what happens. Because if I can cast this and also, or have casted another spell and then cast that during that turn, I think it could work out really well for us. So we'll cast this Ember Strike Duo. Boom. And he's just like, nope. Because he's our deck yet better. Oh, goodness. I always dislike it when I go up against my deck. That's just a better version of my deck. Alright. Well, we'll draw a land here, right? Good. Okay, good. I was praying, basically. Flame Jab. Zap. Bad. We don't want that thing sitting there. This will die. Well, I can make it 2/2 with first strike, so... Yeah. Or I could enchant this and make this a 3/3, which is also just fine. Noggle Band-Aid. Okay, sure. Another... I can't cast that. I don't want to swing with that, so... I kind of feel like I'm just going to hold back here. Hope that I get up to that 5th mana to cast that and this in one turn. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yep, that's something. Well, Now I'm going to do this because I have another red 1-drop to cast. There, that way it's out of the range of like little tiny burn spells and such. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna swim with both of these guys here. And we'll play out our 4th land. And once we hit 5, we'll be in actually decent shape again. Because we'll start being able to play a lot of decent stuff. So. I expect some big stuff to be coming down on his side of the field here pretty soon, because he's up to 6 mana, so. Hag Hedgemage does absolutely nothing aside from being a 2/2. Okay. Alright, there we go. So, Intimidator Initiate. This guy. Yeah, sure, I can't pay for it, but that's fine. Swing for 7 with first strike. Okay. Good. Yep, now he's gonna start leaving more stuff back on the defense, which is good. It means we're actually sort of getting there. That's something. I think we just swing with these 2 guys again. On second thought, if I tried to cast... Oh no, because he still would have had 1 guy left. Well, but I could have swung with everything. He'd have blocked and taken lethal. I screwed that up. I could have killed him. I mean, I can still force blocks on both of my stuff, but then... I screwed that up. I could have killed him. Oh well. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Something big this way coming. Yep. Sure. That can't block this. Can't. Yep. Okay, and this should be enough to end it. Okay, good. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Is there anything we can do here? I mean, maybe if we run splash more red or black or something. Some of these could help, but I just feel like it's weakening our goal overall to splash, or our mana base overall too much. Since we have a really consistent mana base, mono color, it feels like we shouldn't be splashing. Nope. Because we got 3 mountains, which is a really good starting mana group for us. Depending on what he plays, we will either play this or we'll hold it back for when we have 6 mana for that. We'll see what he does. If we don't play it, we can hold back for... because I have the option of holding it back and then using stuff like that with the Cinder Pyromancer to deal more damage to him, which might be greedy, but I feel like it's what I want to do. We'll see what he does here. Because, I mean, I know he has 1 Murderous Redcap at the very least. So that's something to be aware of. And it'll just murder this poor Pyromancer if he just goes land Murderous Redcap. But I think it's worth it. Because if I can keep the Pyromancer alive, it helps me more, I think. And I think he just missed the land drop because he just tapped out for 3 there before combat. Okay. Well, that's good. Oh, I'm going to start pinging him a bit. Ping. I'm going to leave this back with that now. So what we're going to do is we're going to cast this little shrewd hatchling. Always, yes. Always yield. Kind of looks like it's a keyword there because it just says shrewd and then it's like hatchling entered. And our opponent is upset because they didn't hit their 4th mana. Let's see what happens here. I'll say sorry about the headphones. Because it's not fortunate. I don't like it when people get mana shared. I mean, it doesn't feel like a right game for me, but I suppose I really have to learn to just adopt a win's a win. But, we'll see. It's really brutal. I don't think I can lose if I hit a land drop right there. Okay, so what he's telling us is he probably has the Murderous Redcap in hand. So, because that thing costs 4. I'll just say ask. Anyways. We're just gonna start casting little things here. So that way we can get more damage out. No fooling you. Oh, okay, whatever. Shit. I forgot to tap him to deal damage. Yeah, that was bad on my part. Ugh. I'm talking and I'm not paying attention and I'm screwing things up. Anyways, cast that, untap that, remove another counter. Unfortunately, happens to everyone. Well, it's unfortunate, but it happens to everyone eventually. variance and variance is just a nuisance, but it's life. I swear, that thing looks like it's part donkey or something like that. I mean, look at that picture. It's like a donkey on two legs. Yeah, I have no fucking clue what that thing is. It is just something. Really. Just straight up something. And he concedes. Well, that was round 1. We actually won a game! Dear God! And my friend Roswell won his game! Looks like we could be on a collision course. Alright, well that was round 1, and I will be back for round 2.